Good morning, team. Good to see you all. Good to see everyone here. Hope everyone had a good weekend. All right, let us jump into it. Who did not go last week that did not get an opportunity, if anyone on this call so far? If anyone. Who was it? Who was not able to go? Who was not Dakota? I think. Who did not go last week? Judy? We're not able to go last week? Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's go and start with you here.
So I'm Judy DeBach, and I'll just preface this. I have no sales experience. I was in healthcare for 30 years. And so, that's a very different kind of way of talking to people. So I'm very new at this.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, no problem.
I'm in logistics. So we sell platform to small to medium business. I'm sorry.
I'm like, oh.
Abby, hush. Abby. So we sell a platform that is free, that gives them a list of carriers they can choose on. Our product is FTL.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a challenge to hear you here. Right. Yeah, I could jump back to you if you need to take.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'll jump right back to you. No worries, no problem. All right, I'm gonna head to let's head to Reagan here.
Hey Joe, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm fairly new, kind of like Judy or whatever and stuff. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Yeah, welcome.
I don't really do a lot of cold calling, but I kind of want to. I put out a script and just kind of wanted to maybe role play a little bit with you on it.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Reagan. Reagan Allen. I just had a few minutes between appointments here. I was wondering if you could help me out a minute.
Sure. What's going on?
Hey, well, I'm not sure if you're the person I should be talking to or not, but I called to see if you would be opposed to exploring the possibility of saving some payroll tax while adding to your employees' benefits and increasing their take-home pay without touching any of your profits or revenue. Would you be the person that I should be talking to?
I mean, I think we're pretty good on that, but I guess how do you mean?
Well, and I apologize. I didn't mean to confuse you. You know how a lot of business owners are frustrated at the moment with kind of having to pay a lot of payroll tax while at the same time employees are jumping ship to get better benefits or higher pay.
Okay.
Well, what I do is I help people like that implement a program that saves payroll tax, offers employees some additional benefits, and because of the way it's structured, they end up with a increasing their take-home pay, and all this is at no net cost to you or the business. Would you be opposed to jumping on a quick Zoom and learning more about the program?
Well, I guess I'm still a little confused on what exactly you guys are doing. It all sounds great, but I mean, we have people that call us all the time on this stuff. So,
and when you say you're confused, what part of you're confused about?
Yeah, I mean, you're just saying like all these nice things like employees, to increase their take home pay. Like, how do you do that?
So, with regards to the program, what it does is it implements a. Are you familiar with the term cafeteria plan?
Possibly. I think I know, but.
So what it does is it implements a Section 125 cafeteria plan, which is basically what you're probably using right now for like your dental health vision type programs. It uses some of the tax code to pre-tax some benefits, but as long as the employees participate, then they get an insurance payment on the back, which makes them whole. And because you're doing that, it saves you some money on the payroll tax, saves them some money on payroll tax. And then the benefits that it offered, they don't interfere with anything that you're currently doing at all. Keep all that in place. But what this does is acts as kind of a frontline defense to those at zero net cost to you or the employee.
Okay, interesting. I mean, I think we already have something like that. Could you shoot me an email on it?
Well, yeah, I have actually like an interactive program I could send over to you, but before and like you said, it may or may not even make sense for you guys. You mind if I ask you a few more questions about kind of what you're currently doing and what you have in place?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And so then I'll pause there. Then I'll just kind of go into asking some questions about what
Yeah.
they're currently doing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, no, that's actually a pretty decent start, my friend, you have there.
Okay. Okay.
What did you feel you did well? I have a couple tips for you, but what did you feel you did well?
I kind of tried to keep the conversation going. I tried to get across the points of, the high level view of what the program does,
Yep.
and just
Yeah,
try to make it a little conversational. But
yeah, you
I
did.
probably talk too much myself. So
Yeah, you made it very simple. A couple things, couple things. So I would say simple checks the box. I think with the hardest part in your personalized intro, here's what we have to do. So do you remember the level of problems exercise?
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
All right. So what you want to do is you want to be able to take a level two problem because everything that I heard in your personalized intro was all kind of level one, like
okay,
things people would want. So picking out like kind of like a level two. Now you did it when you said, hey, you did a way of it called like the cafeteria plan. That's how to educate to motivate. That's what you did. So if you started with that, that would have been much better because level one, it just sounded like or when you did your personalized intro, you just kind of repeated what you said in the problem statement.
gotcha.
And what that can do sometimes, I mean, I was open to it, but again, that's what caused my confusion because I'm just like, I get that because I heard the first thing you said, but it just sounded repetitive.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that can trigger sometimes resistance. It can feel like we don't have a lot of time, remember, and we're trying to like earn the 8 seconds to get the next 24 seconds. But if we're repeating ourselves, then I mean, I was open. It didn't trigger me too much. I still asked. Some people may not. The other thing is too, like when we turn into a answer machine, I guess if you want to call it like that, like they at the prospect ask a question, we just go straight into an answer,
Uh-huh.
right? We have to be able to flip it around and ask the questions. Like
Gotcha.
be able to educate them. But like for example, like how are you guys not going to try and position a meeting again? Right. The mistake I see a lot of people make is we keep trying to position a meeting without a problem. Like what problems do I have as a prospect? We don't.
Uh, yeah, well, you got, obviously you're paying, a lot in payroll tax. You got employees who maybe, jumping ship because somebody's offering them a little bit more money, or maybe they're getting some better benefits over here or something like that. So,
Yeah. Did I say any of that?
no, you didn't.
I did not. Right. So it's like I agree with you. That could be a problem,
Right,
but I haven't admitted anything to you.
right,
So I don't see the point in meeting still.
right. I haven't built any gap there or anything.
Correct. That's exactly it. Yeah.
I-
So that's the next skill for you. Next
Okay.
skill. I like how you explained it. The cafeteria plan. That was the way you described that. Like I'm a business owner, so I'm familiar with cafeteria plans. You sell benefits, right? I assume. I just sorry.
It's one of the things. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things. Yeah. So I kind of knew what you were talking about there, but not everyone's totally aware of it. But again, we get once you do that, hey, I don't even know if you need this quite yet. For example, though, when's the last time you felt right? And you got to get right into asking questions
Gotcha.
versus trying to position the meeting again.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be the biggest tip for you.
Yeah, so from there, start asking questions, getting into that situation type questions.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. The only time we ask for a meeting is the problem statement. Hey, didn't know if you'd be totally against learning any possible limitations in your XYZ causing the ABC. And that's just to get their attention, right? And then we go into kind of, okay, well, how would you do that? Personalized intro. Do not go to position. A lot of people make this mistake where we go personalized intro and they're like, yeah, I didn't know if you'd be opposed to like learning more on that. That's not the next question.
Gotcha.
Yep. Next question for everyone here is, hey, I don't even know if that makes sense quite yet. You may not even need me, but when's the last time you felt, because that's going to flow right into them talking and then you find problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a little small little tweak, but good
Okay.
job.
All right. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Judy, are we back? All right.
Yep, we're back. Sorry about that.
Perfect. No, you don't need to apologize. Pets do what pets want to do. I have to lock my cat out of here. So,
Yeah. So, third party logistics provider selling LTL, FTL,
Oh, yeah.
and parcel, international and domestic parcels.
Yeah, very familiar.
And my role is I do the initial cold calling and
Fun
trying
side.
to get to the person, and I can't get past the gatekeeper.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's what, Howard, do you want to role play or do you want to kind of share your script or how do you want to start? Because I could
I
probably.
can share my script. I've got one going
Okay.
that I can start with. So,
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
okay, ring ring.
Hello?
Hi, this is Judy DeBach. I was wondering if you could help me, possibly help me for a moment.
Yeah, what's this about?
Well, I'm not even sure who I should be talking to. I'm trying to reach out to someone in operations who's responsible for shipping and receiving. With this expansion into the trucker shortage, it's getting more and more difficult, and was wondering if I could speak to that person. And that's kind of where they start interrupting me and say, "Hey, we're all happy."
Yep, yeah, perfect. So my brain started to do the same thing. The moment like we're too long. So I'm glad you brought this up. So here's how you want to do this. Number one, you want to treat anyone who answers the phone like a decision maker. Like you don't want to just go in and be like, hey, I'm looking for who's responsible. Now I find that doesn't work very effectively because it already triggers like sales resistance. So here's what I would say. I didn't know if you or your team, what is the simplest way to get around? Like if you just treat them like a decision maker, right? If they're not one, they'll tell you. I don't know if you or your team would be against like looking at any possible limitations in the way you work with some unique freight over there that might be causing more headaches than it's worth.
Okay.
If it's the gatekeeper and they don't know, they're like, oh, well, I don't handle that. That would be so and so. That's literally, it triggers them to tell you who it is because they don't want to be the person responsible for dealing with whatever are higher end business operations.
Okay.
So that triggers them to be like, oh no, this person might handle this. Oh yeah, no worries. I could just leave them a voicemail. Nothing crazy urgent.
Okay. Well, and then I get the voicemail and I never hear anything again, even though I'm calling back.
Yeah. How many times have we called back?
I usually call back about 3 times, and then I send my partner out to do an in-person visit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to be very real with everyone here. It takes this many touch points before they even figure out who you are.
Okay.
So that's the hardest part about it, is because the real, to expect like people to call back or hear after kind of like 3, 4, 5. It's nothing against you, Judy. This is like everyone here, right? It used to take 10 to 15 touch points just for someone to like open one of your emails or get one of your calls. But because of AI and automations, you like this is the thing. This is why I'm teaching that whole like sequencing thing. I think we talked about this last time. Going back to this, right? The whole thing of building a cold audience into like an opportunity or a meeting normally with good marketing takes 6 to 12 months. 6 to 12 months of consistent campaigns, everything else. And we're trying to drive that in a cold call in 5 minutes.
And I've been also doing emails.
Yep. Yeah.
Mail, because a lot of our ones that we're looking at, they are not on LinkedIn. I mean,
Oh, they're not. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, so emails, door knocks and dripping, kinds of all sorts of things. But the real thing is like if we don't have the patience in the back of our head of at least 3 to 6 month time frame of just doing it consistently without any type of result, right? We have to build our endurance to like get the ball rolling. It's literally, here's what cold calling is today. Yes. Now, does that mean it's always going to take 20 to 30 touch points? No. You could catch someone at the right time and be able to convey things. But as far as like people getting back to you, everything else, like that many touch points is just not enough. 20 to 30 is just for them to going to be open like one of your messages. The first 10 to 15 might just be able to find out who you are. 10 to 15 touch points just to know who you are. This is what it takes. This is what it takes. especially too when we're learning like scripts, we're learning everything else. If we're not making it relevant to them, what's in it for them, and a level 2 problem, if we're not learning how to speak that in all of our sequences while we're leaving, because if we're just leaving messages and how they perceive it is just to sell them something, right? They're not going to get back even if it's 100 touches.
And those 20, 30 touches also includes the door-to-door knocks that my partner does.
Yep. It includes door knocking. It includes, every single kind of, if you think 3 to 5 methods, here's a sequence, right? 3 to 5 methods. I think we chatted on this briefly last week, but 3 to 5 methods every 2 to 3 weeks, right? 11 to 15 touch points. The methods could be text, voicemail, email, door knocks, LinkedIn message, social media, could be a video message, doesn't matter. 2 to 3 weeks, 11 to 15 touch points. The theme of your messaging needs to be a level 2 problem. Again, for those of you brand new, this whole exercise and the AI prompts we've created are in the Facebook group or in Disco for you to access. If someone would be helpful enough to post it in here, it'd be great. But that's where you can create your theme of the level 2 problems, because everything in what you communicate needs to be what's in it for them, and that's how they need to hear it. Otherwise, it just doesn't matter. You have the best skill on a cold call, but if they don't hear anything that's in it for them, it just doesn't resonate.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how it's sequenced it out. So I just framed that, right, to just have a very realistic expectation of what you're doing and what you're up against. Right. But to fix the beginning, I would say, hey, I didn't know if you or your team might be opposed to.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that because it's just too long. Like we have to keep it so simple and succinct. Because if we just go right into it, it triggers the monotone in their brain of fight or flight if we make it too long. It's the difference between, like, if you listen to my problem statement here for what I sell and tell me like the difference. It's like, yeah, Judy, I didn't know if you or your team might be opposed to possible limitations in the way you kind of are managing some of your fleet policies that might be causing you to actually miss out on money you could be having. Okay, that's a long thing, right? Versus, yeah, Judy, I didn't know if like you or your team might be opposed to looking at any possible limitations and just some of the ways you're working with your insurance and their policies there that might just be causing you to have to overpay when you don't need to.
Okay.
Which one sounds more engaging? I think everyone can hear that. The second one. So you want to be able to pace it out. Tone is super, super important, more than what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll work on it. Come back next week.
Yeah, you got it. It's just this one step at a time, but I would adjust that though and see if that just changes your responses.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, you're super welcome. Super welcome. Let's head to Russ.
Morning, Joe.
Morning, my friend.
I'd like to role play.
Let's do it. I apologize, everyone. If you can just remind, there's a lot of new people that jump on this call, so I just remind everyone what you sell. Yep.
Sure. That's what I was going to ask. I am a professional jazz musician in New York City, and I am selling my band to hotels to be part of their regular entertainment schedule so that they can capture more of their guest traffic leaving the hotel so they can capture their spend in their own bar restaurant instead of going outside.
Yep. Perfect. Let's do it.
Great. Ring, ring.
Oh.
Hey, Joe, it's just Russ Nolan. And I'm in between meetings here, and I wonder if you could help me out for a moment.
No problem. What's going on?
Yeah, a few properties have been reaching out to us lately saying that even though they're completely booked this holiday season, their bar restaurant numbers might not always reflect that. Have you ever run into anything similar?
I mean, possibly. I mean, just it kind of depends. I mean, there's ebbs and flows in the season, right?
Yeah, there certainly is. Well, in that case, would you be opposed to looking at possible ways to maybe keep your guests on property longer just so you can capture more of their holiday spending?
Oh, I'm never against it. What do you got?
Yeah, well, you know how guests will typically they'll check in, they'll freshen up, and if they don't have tickets to a show or specific plans, they might often wander through the lobby. And if there's nothing attracting their attention, they may just go right out the door and spend their money elsewhere for the evening. Well, what I do is that I attract them into your bar restaurant space and keep them there through live music. And I guess respectfully, Joe, it really comes down to this. I don't know if I can help you specifically, though. How often do you feel like the experience that you're providing now is enough to keep your guests on property?
Oh, I guess I'm not totally sure. I mean, we do our best, but yeah, people have plans. They have plans. They're just going to do what they want to do.
Sure. Well, even if a portion of those people that don't have plans would, we could catch them and bring them into your bar space, whether they stay the whole night or not, would that help you?
Yeah, but I mean, we've tried live music in the past, and it just, people are just going to do what they want to do.
Okay. Okay. Well, may I ask you what kind of, that's fair. What kind of live music did you try?
Oh, all sorts of things. I mean, we tried, classical to, I don't know what you call it. I mean, different types of jazz or different types of things that, yeah, all sorts of things. So,
Okay. And more than what you tried, what results do you think you got from it?
I mean, always hard to pinpoint. It got some, I think, but we don't have a way to track. It's like, hey, if live music, and all of a sudden, like that's a correlation to bar sales. I think it's just time of year, and
Sure. Well, what made you stop it?
it just didn't feel like it was a lot of money. Um, and
Okay.
it just felt like we could get the same results without it.
You could get the same results without the live music.
Yeah.
How so if you don't have anything that attracts people into your bar restaurant space?
Well, I mean, we do. There's other things outside of live music. I mean, the space itself. I mean, a lot of people have commented on how nice the decorations are and the ambiance of it all. So,
Okay, and in your mind, you're 100% happy with that.
I mean, it's worked
You
so
wouldn't
far.
change a thing.
I mean, there's always things to improve, but I just don't know if it's live music. So I'm
Okay.
gonna pause. I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna pause. Here's why. No, this is good. This is good. You got through it. Starting out was just a little quick. I think you just need to
Okay.
slow that down just a little bit on your tone. So here it can get very adversarial really quick because we missed a couple key opportunities to ask this question. Okay. Everyone write this down. When you hear a limiting belief, there's one question you need to ask. What makes you say that?
Okay.
What are the limiting beliefs that anyone caught on to in our role play?
Live music didn't work.
Yep. What else? Just the time.
Maybe it's not trackable.
Yep. Just the time of season. I said that one. Just the time of year it is. It's not trackable.
Ebbs and flows, he said.
Yep. Ebbs and flows. It's just the ebbs and flows of bits. Anytime that I say just, if the prospect says just this, just that, what are they doing? They're justifying.
Justifying.
I knew it.
That's a good one.
Wasn't even actually meant to be a pun, but good job, Tay. Thank you.
Excellent.
But I guess I'll turn that into it. They're justifying. Wonder if that actually does relate to it, because think just this, just that. Huh, interesting. That got me thinking this morning. Thank you, Tay. Just the ebbs and flows. So any point in time, see what the problem is, Russ, is you're trying to convince someone of something that they're already on some kind of frame of perspective. And without
Correct.
deframing their mindset, you're trying to show them this path and what it could be, but they're not on that path. They're thinking this way. So unless we deframe them out of that, man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still.
Yes.
You make great points, but then even the 100% question doesn't land because I'm stuck in my limiting beliefs. I'm not challenged in my beliefs. So that's where I would have gone. Any time you hear a limiting belief, oh, what makes you say that? Oh, how do you mean? Oh, but like in what way? And just ask questions. Let them self-incriminate on how they think.
Yeah. I'm usually pretty good at that in other areas of my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, thanks for being a little tougher on me. This is exactly what I'm going to get.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. I'm just gonna go back to this real quick.
Okay.
Here's this, right? Remember, limiting belief, perspective. This is the system, okay? Five steps for everyone to understand. Anytime you get someone in this state, good. We got to the 2 to 5 minutes, right? Or the 2 to 4 minutes. We got past, the initial serve of the pickleball analogy. We got through the kitchen defense, handling some light things or whatever, because you got my attention. But then we got stuck in the 2 to 4 minutes. Here's how to get out of it if you get limiting beliefs, right? First, that initial probe we already talked about. Okay, what makes you say that? That's the initial probe. Okay. They'll go into different experiences. Oh, well, because of this, this, and this. Oh, okay. Well, like where does that come from? You're understanding the root concern. Or why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Or what had you put in place to possibly track it before? Right? And this is debunking. Step number 3 is debunking their absolute belief. So if they're like, oh, it's the ebbs and flows. Oh, what makes you say that? Well, just this time of year, here, here, here. Okay. I mean, is that always kind of like the case? Right? Is that always the case? That's number 3. Hey, would you be against like a different perspective on that? So you have to ask for permission so they can have a different experience, right? Beliefs and expectations influence how people act and decide and the experiences they have, and that influences their perspective, their concerns, or their limiting beliefs. So if I get to the root of what their belief is, hey, is it always that way? Right? It's actually not even an attack on them. It's just, is it always that way? Is there any possibility outside of that? Oh, I guess so. I mean, would you be absolutely against a perspective on that? No, I wouldn't be. And then share your perspective here. Because then they're actually open. That's how you take them from being on this pathway and shifting them to this pathway. So they can actually see the results of what you're talking about.
Okay. Before I go into live music has worked for your neighbors for the last few decades. What has held you back from having the same results?
I personally, why I don't like that is like they're not going to care.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which I'm finding because I already have 4 residencies in the city, and it doesn't mean anything to anybody.
Yeah.
Unless I'm helping them, it doesn't matter.
You could be the #1 jazz artist that gets millions of dollars of revenue into different hotels, but if it just does not relate to what they do or how they see things, it's not going to matter.
It certainly has not.
So that's why, because they don't hear what's in it for them. So I have to shift their perspective first. Your first goal before even getting a meeting, before even trying to position anything about what you do, your goal should be, hey, is this person actually open to even seeing things from a different perspective?
Yes.
If they're not, we're just wasting our breath.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. Very good. Like you keep progressing. I love it. I love seeing it.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So hopefully that's some good tips. Again, the limiting belief, what makes you say that? That's it. Focus on that.
Yep. Okay, I will.
Perfect.
And if they were say they don't want to look at it, then you just move on to the next one.
If they say they don't want to look at what would they say it to? Look at what exactly?
I'm sorry. So when you said, would you be opposed to getting a different perspective on that based on his limited belief? And if he just said, I don't care I'm not interested. Would you try to say something else, or would you just go call someone else?
Oh, I would just say like, I mean, hey, I'm not here to force anything or say you haven't even look at it a different way, but are you against that there's information out there that, we may not have?
Gotcha.
So just shift it, because if you get that, that means you did something wrong in the first 3 steps. If you get that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because if we're making, it's a difference between making it about a perspective and just a concern versus about them accepting my thing and my idea. That's a very good question, Dana. Yeah, that's the biggest thing you have to focus on. It's like, it's not about, hey, my thing and my idea. It's about more of like what you said, because I'm only going off of the thing that they said. I'm asking, hey, they said that for a reason. Okay, what makes you say that? Oh, okay. I guess what do you typically see? That's kind of a belief or expectation. What do you typically see? Or what do you typically expect? Oh, okay. Is that like always the case? Like if you're getting someone against a different perspective, that means we're making the first 3 things about like us and our thing versus just the thing they said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, may I ask one final question?
Sure.
Along with those objections on the thing that's too expensive, Anthony Vazaria has been talking about. What are you comparing that to? Was that, or should we go into the basically, when you
You
say
can do that.
expensive, how do you mean by that?
Yep, too expensive. Oh, expensive like in what way?
Yeah.
This is one that'll throw everyone off if you ask it. It'll kind of push them back a little bit. Not push them back in a bad way, just get them to think, oh, expensive in terms of like time or money.
Ah, okay.
Is it fair to say that's what we pay everything with is time or money?
Yeah.
Which is more important to you? More,
Time.
more importantly, which one can we not get back?
Yeah. Very good.
Yep. Yep. So very good. Very, very
Thank
good.
you.
Yep. And thank you, Dana, too, for your point, because it's a big point. Because here's
Yeah.
the thing, too, I'll also say this, because sometimes people they maybe not say I'm totally against a perspective. They'll be like, oh yeah, sure. But you can just tell they're not open.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. Well, I mean, shoot, I don't have to. And if the moment I say that, I don't have to, like, no, 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 I want to hear what you have to, because then they like fight to hear your perspective.
Interesting. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, hey, would you be against a different perspective on that? Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, shoot, I don't have to. No, 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 no. Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say. And then all of a sudden now they're like, fight. It's like reverse psychology.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Cool. Good job, Russ. Let's head to
Thank you.
Dakota here.
What was that?
Oh, I said let's head to Dakota here.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
you had anything else.
No, I thought you were telling me to go to South Dakota or something.
Oh yeah, I mean you could do that too.
There's no jazz scene there, man.
Yeah, I don't know if there would be. Yeah.
Bison jazz. Okay, Dakota, take it away before I keep talking.
Dakota, good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
All right, what do you sell, my friend?
I work with Rainbow. It's basically a system that purifies the air and cleans floors.
Oh, that's cool. All right, you said rainbow.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You go. Is there a pot of gold on the end of it, or what?
Mike can get you there. Mike can get you there.
That's what you tell people on a call.
I throw Skittles at people at the end of the demo.
Yeah, throw Skittles.
All right, you got the rainbow, now taste the rainbow.
Oh my goodness. We go on Skittles. We'll go on a whole different topic for those of you that saw Tropic Thunder. Anyway.
I haven't called too much with Rainbow, but she has recently. My boss was talking about it because we do get them the right names down in the home, and then if the people don't reach out to them, then we'll call them and see if they'll do a favor for their friends. So.
Okay. All right, cool. So is this like just cold calling then? That's what we want to practice?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna pick someone here. Who wants to role play with Dakota? Who wants to be like a homeowner?
I don't mind.
All right, Russ.
I am one, I guess.
Yeah. Most
apartment owner.
Yeah. So your call. So cold call Russ. And let's see, what's the situation I'm gonna have you play? Yeah, just give him like light resistance. Just get kind of some basic objections in your mind. Nothing crazy.
And Dakota, just to refrain. What are you trying to sell me again?
It's basically like people know them as like Rainbow vacuums.
Oh, a vacuum cleaner service?
Yeah, it's a little bit more than that now, but that's
okay.
That's the basic term people think of it as.
Well, I'm in. My wife makes me vacuum all the time. If you can do it for me, I'm down.
No. So sorry. This is a system for you to use.
Okay. Yeah. A system for me.
Yeah, but Russ, it's also a cold call. You don't know what he's going to be doing. So.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm ready.
Yep.
All right. Ring.
Hello.
Hey, it's just Dakota Lee here. I was wondering, could you help me out for a moment?
Are you at my front door? Where are you calling from?
I'm confused. What?
Oh no, I'm just wondering where are you. I sure I can help you out. Where are you calling from?
So
Dakota.
Yeah, I'm very confused by that. Like, why would that be an answer?
Well, I mean, you could get a number of things, right? So people can say some pretty crazy things.
I don't
Right?
think I've had that.
Remember who you're talking to.
I don't think I've had that.
Cranky
Oh.
New Yorker who's being called by Google robots all day.
Yeah. You're good. Yeah, Dakota.
Would an answer,
we'll do it
would an
again.
answer here be just like, I didn't mean to confuse you, and then you just keep going?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever Dakota, if like you're gonna, I mean, when you cold call people, like you got to be ready for like everything. Like people say some random stuff. Like if there's all you have to do for all of it is exactly what Tay said. Hey, sorry, I don't mean to confuse you, and you go right back into it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you don't really answer like their question. You don't give too much life to whatever they say, because remember, they're just the cold call itself is a pattern interrupt to their day, so they're not expecting it. They're not picking up the phone anticipating a cold call. No one is. If they knew it was a cold call, they wouldn't answer.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, not trying to be brutal or anything.
No, you're fine.
Can we
No,
do
that
it
just
again?
threw me off because I thought you were asking like,
You're at his door. Yeah.
yeah, like, yeah, I thought you were saying I was at your door cold calling. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That's what was confusing
Yeah.
to me, but
Oh,
I get,
well,
I get what you guys mean.
Yeah,
All right.
I've had because we live in an apartment building. We've had people call and say, "Can you help me out?" I'm thinking, well, where are you?
Yeah.
Are
Well,
you in front of my apartment building, or are you
Yeah.
just asking for some help? So that's why the
Yeah.
first thing that came.
You
Anyway,
also be playful, Dakota. You could also be playful with it too. Yeah. Could you let me in? No, I'm kidding.
Jesus.
Anyway, I'll behave.
Yeah.
No. You don't have to do that. I was just confused right there.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but the more playful you can do that, that interrupts their pattern too. It's like, yeah, could you let me in? No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not even sure if I could help you yet. And then go right back into it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll resume. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you.
Oh, that's all right. How can I help?
Yeah, and not too sure if we should even be talking yet. I was calling to see if you would be opposed to looking at any possible hidden issues in the home that might even be causing you to be getting sick and having allergies.
Okay. I have a history of allergies,
See.
and I've had allergy shots for many years.
Oh wow.
So, what do you have?
Yeah. You know how well question pause. Would you go to personalized intro there or
You do a number of things. I mean, you don't have to, because like, well, what do you have? It's like, hey, I could bore you with all the 15 ingredients I could throw at you to stop your sneezing, but I guess how often are you experiencing those allergies? I go right into asking them questions.
would that be situation?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
The moment people start talking about actual problems, like ditch your script and just start asking questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I like to here's the things you want to understand. If you guys like just if I gave you a system that's not scripted on how to ask your situation questions, this is it right here. This is it right here. Okay. What am I listening for? I'm listening for, okay, current process. If they mention a problem, listen for their current process on how they're solving it. I'm also listening for time frame. How long has that been going on? And then I look for additional context. Maybe what's causing it? What do they think is causing it? What else have they seen? Where else is it showing up? I'm asking questions to get these results. Because it's expanding the impact of the problem.
Right.
Right? If it's going on for 6 months, that's worse than just a couple days.
Right.
Right?
You were saying shots.
Yeah. If they've tried a lot of different things that aren't working, well, trying 10 things versus just trying one, is it fair to say 10 would be worse?
Right.
And then the last one, context is like, hey, what do we feel is causing it? Well, is it fair to say if they don't know what's causing it, that's probably a little more painful than knowing what it might be causing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm always asking these types of things. That's your situation.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So other than that, good start. I think it's just that you just gotta get a little more practice in. Right?
Yeah.
Not get like stumped up because I mean people are gonna say some crazy things on cold calls.
Yeah, I was just confused if he was asking like if I was at the door at first or
Yeah,
like
no, Yeah, that's okay. I mean, people could say a lot of things, right? But again, it's just going to what Tay said. It's like, hey, I don't mean to confuse you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great, Dakota.
All right.
You just got to jump into the wood chipper, man. That's
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
this
I have
is.
done very, very little cold calling. So
Yep.
Okay. Hey, man, I'm in the trenches with you guys. I'm starting to sell something new, so I'm kind of working through it too. And just because I have all the skill in a lot of different industries, I've sold in 20 currently, up to in my.
Wow.
So that's. But like you're always learning. Like you just have there's crazy stuff you'll hear from people, and you're just like, all right, hey, if something happens, you mess up, okay, just make the next call.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, good job, man.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Let's head over to Jim. Jim Markstein, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
I sell a cardiovascular diagnostic service to physician offices that detect microvascular disease.
All right.
Turnkey, no capital expense. Typically cold call physician offices. Do a
Yeah.
little bit of workplace for wellness programs, but for this case, we'll just be in the physician office lab or physician office, and then bypass the gatekeeper, getting to the director. And I just wanted to try a new. I was working with Jordan a little bit, and
Yeah.
he gave me some ideas. I rewrote it, and just want to see how this sounds to you.
Yeah, no, interesting. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. My background personally, I went to school for exercise physiology, so corporate wellness was kind of my first
Oh,
gig
cool.
out of college. So a little understanding of what you're doing, but I think just going into private practices is always a challenge, just because their time
Yeah.
feels very limited. So it's
Yeah.
like, how can we really like say something that just like hooks them, especially to like the gatekeeper, I guess, in a sense, or the office director, because you probably
think-
won't get always the physician.
Yeah, I mean, this service makes a lot more sense, I think, in the wellness space in the corporate, but it costs money there.
Yeah,
In
it
the
does.
physician office, it's fully reimbursable.
Yep, and
So,
it's
so
revenue.
that's the plus there.
Yep.
So anyway, ring ring.
Hello?
Joe,
Yeah.
Jim here, Jim Markstein. Apologize, I can't stay long, but I was on your website looking for the services for cardiovascular disease. I was wondering if you could help me out for a minute.
Yeah, sure. What do you need help with?
Well, I was calling to see when was the last time you looked at your operations for any possible missing pieces that could be resulting in missed opportunities to identify cardiovascular disease with patients with no symptoms.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't handle that. I just answer the phones. That'd be Karen. Kind of runs our practice here.
Well, would it be possible to speak to Karen?
I mean, I can take a message. She's not available right now.
Well, I don't know if we can help you just yet, but what we do is we introduce a turnkey cardiovascular diagnostic service that helps detect microvascular disease before patients have symptoms.
Yeah.
There's no capital expense, no staffing required, and the test is non-invasive. Takes about 15 minutes and fully reimbursable. Can be done right in your office. Would Karen be the person I would need to speak with, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, Karen would be. I mean, I've been here 2 months, barely understand what you're saying, so I apologize. But yeah, I mean, Karen, yeah, I can just take a message on that, and then yeah, you can try and reach back out maybe later.
Would it be possible to get Karen's number, or voicemail? Would that be possible? Could you pass me through to her
Yeah, I'm not
voicemail?
allowed to give out her information, but I can forward you over to voicemail.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Pause. Pause.
Yep. So pause on that. I would just got done that way sooner, right? Hey, Karen,
Okay.
I could just I could leave a voicemail for her, just to nothing crazy urgent whenever she has a second. Just making it, because if it's a colleague, right? Think of like if it's a colleague of someone, whoever's handling it, right? What would a colleague say?
You need to speak to her, probably, or
Like no
it's
no
not.
no. If I'm the receptionist, but if I'm trying to filter a call for Karen, if it's like a colleague or a salesperson, right? If it was someone that's doing business with her already, what would that person say? Like, what would that person be? Like, if let's say this, right? Here's Karen, right? Here's the receptionist. And the receptionist is trying to figure out, okay, are you a salesperson or are you a colleague?
Oh, okay.
Right? What would the receptionist hear to feel that you're a colleague versus a salesperson?
Maybe what we do is we help, or, well, we help practices with XYZ, or,
Nope. Nope. Think of like you're already working. Imagine if you're in the seat of you've already done business with Karen, you're a client, you're whatever, you already work with her in different ways, maybe you're part of an association. Think less about Jim, what you're saying right now and what you're trying to convey versus just how you communicate. Right? How would a colleague communicate? Would they try and be leaving a message or kind of asking for information if like you already knew Karen?
well, maybe, I met Karen at a function, a week ago or something like that. And, I was following up with Karen or,
Yeah.
on a
Well,
discussion we had prior.
yeah, I'm not trying to confuse you here, but I mean, if you were a colleague, you wouldn't ask for Karen's number, would you?
No.
Yeah, so that instantly identifies you as a salesperson,
Okay. Okay.
right?
So
So
just
if I
push it
say
through to a voicemail.
exactly, it's like, yeah, I could just leave her a quick voicemail and nothing crazy urgent, right? That
Okay.
sounds like what?
More
That
of a
sounds more
colleague.
like a colleague.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
The more you just sound like a colleague, it's like, oh, okay. And the more assertive you are with it, nothing like crazy, like mean, not mean assertive, but just assertive in the sense of, oh yeah, not a big deal at all. It was kind of it was on a message the other day. Had left her this, and this. Didn't know if you could forward that message for me. Didn't know if you could just shoot me over to her voicemail. Nothing crazy urgent. See, that sounds like a colleague calling her, trying to just expect a response back.
Okay. Okay.
Because that it communicates that certainty of like, hey, this is kind of what it is about. And obviously, this is why I recommend warming people up in our outreach, right? Either LinkedIn or messaging or whatever.
Got it.
So that way you're also ready too. If someone says like, "Oh, is she expecting your call?" Well, I don't know if exactly at this moment, but I did shoot her a message on this. Didn't know if you could forward me over real quick.
Okay. Otherwise, the messaging, the scripting, okay. Other than that,
I
that
think
part.
where you're going right into it. I think the challenge is like you don't want to go right into like the thing that you do. Like, or hey, I'm confused, or I could take a message, and then you almost like kind of went right into like, hey, well, we kind of have like this type of service, and this does this. I would just more you have to have your I don't mean like to say commercials ready, but think of this. We have to have our statements of what's in it for them ready for the receptionist, ready for Karen, and ready for whoever the doctor is. Right? Meaning you have to be able to literally transcribe in your brain what you do, but know it so well, you know how to describe exactly what it might mean for the receptionist in their day to day as far as a problem, what it might mean for Karen in her day to day, and what it would mean to solve her problem, and what it would mean for the doctor. Because extra revenue or whatever, right? Is Karen going to care as much about that? Maybe. Is the receptionist? Absolutely not. So you have to communicate everything that you do and what's in it for them for each person. So
Okay.
that's what takes the practice because you have to be able to transcribe that in your brain in like nanoseconds. So you know how to communicate it differently to different people. So they all hear something that's in it for them. And then they're more likely to be compliant with your ask if you make it mean something personal to them.
Okay.
So if you think of
That's-
what might, because what happens is if all of a sudden the way your service, especially in the medical space, right, anything that adds more unnecessary headache and work that could fall on the receptionist to do all that, that makes their day to day a little less enjoyable, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, it's just, we provide the staff, so there's no need for staff from the practice. And then, obviously it's fully reimbursed.
Careful on that because you
Oh,
just,
yeah.
that just
Right.
sounded like she doesn't have a job now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
just talk about it making her day easier. Don't say you don't need the staff for it. It's just like, hey, imagine your day being easier, not having to deal with this, and this. That's basically what I help with.
Okay.
Make it personal to them because they're like, oh, well, that sounds like, yeah. She'll be like, oh yeah, Karen needs to know this like right now. At least that's what's, she's not gonna say that, but that's what's going on in her head.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's a way, that's how I view it. So you think of like each touch point of someone you might potentially talk to, and then figure out, hey, what's in it for that person.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, very good.
That's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, super welcome. Let's head to James, because I know, James, you didn't get to go last week, so I want to make sure you get your question answered here.
Okay. Should we just go straight into it?
Yeah, let's go. I can't hear you very well. Can anyone else?
Okay.
Yeah, the audio is a little low.
If you give me like 5 seconds, I can. Join
Okay.
my
Yeah,
mic.
I can barely. I mean, you sound like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. It's maybe just the mic on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I can barely. Can anyone else hear him, or am I like
No, it's not you. I mean, we can hear him, but it's definitely super, super, super quiet.
strained to hear that? James, we'll come right back to you. Let's head to Tyler.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Not a whole. What's that?
Mr. Logistics.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All day, every day. I had 2 things I wanted to run by you. I had some questions, but if we have time to role play, would like to do that too. But regarding like follow-up sequences,
Yeah.
And like time management, right? I guess my question is, as far as like our follow-up sequences, I know I don't want to be leaving like the same voicemail and doing the same outreach every single time, right? Would you suggest just kind of narrowing down like 3 or so like level 2 problems to kind of focus on with my outreach, or how would you kind of suggest? Because I know you mentioned last, I think it was the last call that we had last week, that you mentioned kind of like creating a story almost, right? With your outreach. It just was curious, like what's in your mind the best way to do that? Are we just identifying maybe 2, 3, 4 potential problems they could be having and focusing the messaging based off that?
Well, you want in a sequence, you don't want to like do all these level 2 problems, right?
Okay.
One sequence in like a couple weeks, focus on just one level of problem. First question I want to ask you though, what's the goal of a voicemail?
To set up a call.
What else?
I guess highlight a potential problem and let them know who I am.
What else?
I mean, that's all that comes to mind at the moment.
What if it's to reference something you sent them?
Oh, I do that as well too. Yeah. I find that to be fairly effective too. It's just to like bring their attention to an email I sent.
100%. What if
Yeah.
it's just to get their thoughts on something?
To get their thoughts on something?
Hey,
Okay.
didn't know if you had any questions or thoughts on the message I sent you the other day. I'd be available later today if you'd like to reach me.
Okay. I like that.
Right? Non-threatening, very casual, simple asks.
Okay.
Right? Voicemail is just like, you're trying to get like a hold of a coworker or whatever, and you just can't get them on Teams or whatever it might be. It's just like, you're just kind of like leaving like casual messages.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like, hey, when you ever have a set, or like you need something like within your day to day, you need something from IT, you need something, you're following up if they haven't gotten to it yet. Hey, didn't know if you found this yet, or were you able to solve this?
Okay.
Right? Think of like that's how you want to leave voicemails. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the last thing you want to make voicemail sound is pitchy.
Right? I think that's definitely a problem I have. I mean, this is a good reframe for it, because I definitely, I get a little pitchy on the voicemails, and granted, I don't get calls back like ever, so I figure I probably got to change something.
One voicemail sequence, like see all the different things you can do here in one voicemail. Leave 1 to 2 voicemails on the level 2 problem. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Don't do anything else. Leave 1 to 2 voicemails, level 2 problem. The other 3 to 4 voicemails or whatever, it's just like, hey, thoughts on this? Hey, shot you a note on this when you have a second. Hey, I'll be available like if you'd like to reach me later today. Hey, did I completely bore you, or did the aliens capture you? Just kidding. feel free to respond to my email.
Got it. Okay. And then that's very helpful. But as far as like time management, right? I'm not sure what your process is, but sometimes like I'll be making phone calls, but then I'll take like 15 minutes to do a follow-up email, and then it's tough to kind of get back in a rhythm again. Would you suggest I've heard a lot of people suggest like call blocking, right? Like literally just phone calls, no follow-up emails, nothing like that. Is that a system that works well for you?
You don't manage time. You manage energy. I have a whole training on this. I'm just so this is my free YouTube channel. It's not like to get you guys to like follow all my stuff, right? But I do a training on this that can answer your question.
Okay.
Official Joe Warner, if you guys want to follow it, subscribe to it. I'll be putting a lot on there. I just did an entire training on managing energy.
Okay.
Block things out appropriately. So versus taking the 15 minutes right now to go through it.
Sure. I'll check that out for sure.
So you manage time, yes, but you manage time in context of energy. Because you could have 24 hours. Yeah, YouTube. Yep, Carlos. If you have for example, everyone has 24 hours, but some people have 8 hours of productivity, some have 2. So do we manage time or do we manage energy? Yep. The channel's this at official Joe Warner.
Cool. I'll check that out.
Yep. So cool. Just for today, Tyler, I know you wanted to get a role play in. I want to make sure James and Tay, I got a call I have to jump on. I can be a couple minutes late too, but if that's cool for today, we can start.
Yeah, no problem. No worries.
Okay. Yep. Awesome. Let's go to James. Is your audio working, my friend? Let's try it.
Testing 1 2 3.
Oh, much better. Okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah, you sound like 10 miles away.
Okay. Should we just jump straight into a role play?
Yeah, let's do it real quick. Solar. Yep, for everyone that doesn't know. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Joe. It's James here. Just had a moment to call you as looking at this work order that we put together for you for the previous company put together for you for the solar system they installed about 4 years ago. Does that ring a bell?
I'm not really sure, man. Well, what's this about?
Oh, I apologize. Just calling to see. I was wondering if you might be able to help for a quick moment. It's just about.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah. I was wondering if with the current solar system that you have, if you might have noticed that your bills have gradually like gone up over the years, or have your bills been like gradually increasing like over each year, or like?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm good, man. I don't need anything else here.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, pause.
I'm guessing I was triggering you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you sound very uncertain.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of, I mean, I know it's late over there, so I'll give you some grace there, but just when you're calling me, you're kind of like all over the place, like in your tone, like you sound very hesitant, and I'm already like every second that you're like, oh yeah, I'm not sure, like curious if I can help, like I'm just getting more and more like whatever this is, I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think, are you role playing with anyone? Are you getting some practice up?
I'm not making cold calls, so I'm not really practicing this. So.
Why is that?
Because I got age leads to call. So I'm more familiar with the process for that. And
yeah, but I mean, you're calling me like an age lead, aren't you?
No, I was calling you like this sheet that I have with like I've got a bunch of stacks of paper for these leads that I could cold call.
That you could cold call. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a role play partner at least?
No.
Okay. Who wants to role play with James? Here, just put it in the Facebook. Put in the Facebook. Ask for a role play partner. I need you to get some practice. Because like, I mean, I've noticed a pattern on your role plays. Like, I'm just very triggered in the beginning as a prospect because you just sound extremely uncertain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's the biggest thing. It's not even what you're saying. It's just how you're going about it, the tone. I don't know if anyone else can kind of hear it, but the energy is just, I can't, it's very hard to pay attention, and it just kind of goes, I don't know. I would just work on it. Like, I want you to get some practice in. On just your opening part. Yeah. So post in the Facebook group, whoever's willing to role play with you. If you can't find anyone, let me know and I'll make sure Alberto reaches out to you to see if we can find someone for you to practice.
Okay, maybe it would help if I mean, I've got something written out here. Well, if you've got to, if we, yeah, if you got to go.
Yeah, James, I don't think it's anything with your script and like trying to, you got to get practice in. Like your tone. It has nothing to do with your script. Like I could give you the most beautifully written script right now, and based off your tone and understanding, I don't think you'd be able to do it, not because you can't, but because you just haven't gotten the practice in on your tone. Right? We got to practice. Whatever script you have, don't worry about the script right now. Most of it's like 95% of this right now is your tone. And the only way to practice your tone is to either self role play over and over and over again and record yourself, or find a partner. So we'll help you with that. Cool?
Okay.
All right. Awesome, buddy. Let's head to Tay real quick.
Yeah, maybe I won't go just because we don't have a ton of time, but I guess I'll say this with James. I've heard him use different intros now. So that could be it too, just like you mentioned, like an unfamiliarity with the script. So yeah, man, I would just drill saying that over and over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this is for different sort of scenario, like cold calling versus it's going to be different.
Yeah. Whether it's different or not, unfortunately, I mean, I care to help you, but unfortunately, who doesn't care?
Client or prospect.
Prospect doesn't care which script it is that you practice, that you went through a million times. They just care about, hey, what's in this for me? That's literally all they care.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying I don't care. Like, I appreciate James. Like, I want to help you, but our prospects don't.
Sure.
Right. So very good though. Keep practicing, man. Keep practicing.
Yeah. I'll jump in next time, Jeff. Just, I mean, I can certainly go. I don't mind, but
do you have like a quick question or something? Otherwise, I can make you first next week.
Yeah, it will just be role play.
Oh, it's a role play. What industry?
Yeah. Insurance, like life insurance, specifically mortgage protection, and it's like they're age leads, so it gets to be pretty close to a cold call, but it's not the same.
Let's just do this real
structure.
quick. Let me just text. It's like an informal conference call here. I just got to jump on here.
Okay, and again, I mean, yeah, it's not a rush or anything. I'll be on several other coaching calls throughout the week, so
yeah, I want to help. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna let him know. All right, let's just role play real quick.
Okay. Again, these are age leads. They've been worked by maybe 1 to 2 people right before me for 14 to 31 days. So
I'm so sorry, man. What industry? One more time.
Yeah, life insurance. It's life insurance with a focus on mortgage protection. I think a coach mentioned that our marketing is bait and switch, so they don't entirely know yet. Like they didn't really reach out; they just thought they had to from the marketing.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, there's different approaches. I'm sure you're on Cadence call on Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead.
Him and Jordan. Yep. Okay. Cool. Hey, is that Joe?
It is.
Hey, this is just Tay Cooper. I'm not sure you remember this, and it's okay if you don't. I was just updating the system on our end. It looked like nobody had done it. A while ago, you had called into a colored postcard in the mail to look at possible protection on the home for your family when something happens to you. Did you end up giving up on doing that, or what ended up happening?
No, I'm getting so many calls on this right now. Like, yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, I kind of figured. It's been a while. I'm on your side. I'm just getting it updated here. It sounds like you've been getting a bunch of calls about it.
Of course. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and get the system updated here. And just in the instance, God forbid something happens to you, like what would you have in place that would be there to, cover the mortgage and stuff?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I already got protection, so everything's taken care of. I got that done like 4 months ago.
Oh God. Okay, that's probably why they had me call in. Who did you end up going with for the carriers so I can get that updated on our end and stop getting these?
Yeah, we do it with XYZ and ABC. Yep.
Oh, okay. And so I guess what made you go that route?
Yeah, it made sense. I mean, I wanted protection for my family, keep it cheap, so it's good.
Okay. And I guess would you be totally against me doing like a policy review just to make sure that everything's squared away for you on our end? Make sure that, because I've been running into a lot of situations where people just aren't they either don't have what it is that they thought they had, or they're paying too much for it. This is just me
I mean-
freeballing now, so I can feel the resistance building.
Oh, I mean, yeah, yeah, I mean, you can send it over if you want to like review it, but I've already had like, 100 people offer that. So I don't think it's going to really do much.
I'm not sure where to really go to take
Don't worry.
control of the conversation
Yeah,
from there.
more of this, you just got to disarm a little bit. It's like more of just being like, yeah, a good point there was keep it cheap or whatever. Oh, what made that the priority? Like, why so like cheap? What's going on over there? Right? Because you want to plant doubt of like, hey, could they be missing something because they went with the cheapest? So that's a very good point. The other thing too is like, oh, anytime someone says, oh, I'm getting so many calls, and it's what, you weren't expecting 1 million calls when you filled out that form? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You gotta disarm them there.
Uh-huh. Okay.
We'll keep working on it though, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I'll ask for some basic coaching on, I guess, the intro in general.
Yeah. No, I think your tone actually is fairly decent. Tone's fairly decent. So it's just more of like being able to just think more on the spot of like where to flex and where to ask questions. So we'll keep working on it.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it, man.
Awesome, guys. Hey, enjoy your week. We will still be on next week. I know it's Thanksgiving week, but we will still be here on Monday, just for everyone to know that.
Sick.
Awesome. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, take care.